I don't know, maybe it isn't a punch bowl. Hiya, pups and kits. Well, I feel like last time I did a very poor job of making sure my microphone was on. See it? Do you see it here? It's right here. And boy, I wish you could shout to me and tell me that it's fallen off if that happens. So let's make a good go of it. I went to a very many places thrifting this weekend. I bought some things for myself, I bought some things to resell, and I bought some things that are kind of out of my comfort zone. I'm finding that for resale, when I pick up a lot of the kitschy things, which I love so much, it's really not worth it to resell. Most of those things, they really have very little value, and then I just end up collecting them, and I love them for a while, and then I amass too many. So I'm hoping to get rid of some things and maybe try some different things. And I do want to apologize for breaking my New Year's resolution of listing items in a timely manner. I just haven't gotten around to it, So if you see something you like and you don't see it in my Etsy shop, it's very likely that it did not get listed. So it is a beautiful day here in California on the Central Coast. You want to join me? Anyway, it is a beautiful day here, but I just cannot get warm today. I am so cold. I got my thermals on. Jump right in. I have a lot of things. I'll probably break it up into 2, maybe even 3 different hauls. So I'm going to start off with some things that I am keeping. This I got at Goodwill, and the tag is still on it. It was $1.39, and it's a little tin. It's got pansies on it. It's kind of a golden yellow with some blues, and it's just a little cookie tin. It's a medium size, I would say, and I just saw one of you, Pam, I think it was you, because I binged watched some of your videos the other day, and I don't think you purchased it, but I think I saw it on the Goodwill shelf in one of your videos. You maybe even commented on it. It's so cute, and I remember thinking, I think I would have bought that. So Pam, if it wasn't you, someone let me know. Who was it? Which YouTuber out there thrifted this or found this when they were thrifting? I don't know that it's particularly old. It's a little bit shiny inside. It doesn't have that kind of old tin look, which some of the older tins have. And usually I can find some kind of marking on the inner rim, and I just didn't see anything. Anyway, I thought it was really pretty, and if I remember, I'll insert a picture here of how I'm using it. Using it in some of my spring Easter display. So I'm keeping that. And also at the Goodwill, I found these. Who grew up in the 70s and remembers these? These clips. Remember these kind of clips? Now, my husband, who's the same age I am, he doesn't remember these. These are, I'm pretty sure, aren't from the 70s just because of the packaging. I don't know, maybe they are. There were 10 of them in here. I'm already using 2 of them. They were only 99 cents, and they're just great little clips, you know, for closing up your chip bags or your pet food or cookies or whatnot, or just clipping papers together. So I don't know, are they selling these at the Dollar Tree? They're great little clips, and I remember having these on everything in our house. I didn't mention, I also went to an estate sale. estate sales around here, they're often very good. There's lots of things, and they start out pricing things pretty much what they resell for. So they have usually one weekend, then another weekend, and the last day of the sale, everything is 50% off. However, I know a little secret, which is one of the thrift stores, one of the charity shops that I go to often ends up with these items. So I'm just gonna wait and see, because I won't be here next weekend to go back. What I did get at the estate sale were these index cards. So these are from the 80s, the early 80s, and they have like a place for a client name and the address. They're not really recipe cards, they're more contact or address cards. And here's the back, and they're in color. And when I was 10 years old, this would have been a gold mine to me. I love these. But this is a fun thing that I can put as package toppers, and I just think they're kind of fun. So at the Sally Army, there were a couple things she didn't charge me for at all. And one of them was this record, which is a Children's Record Guild record. It's smaller than the typical size. I think it's one of those pretty old, longer play records. I don't know. Katie, I know you know all of the answers to that, and those of you who watch Katie a lot know, but I don't know. And often, have you ever noticed that records don't have the dates on them? What's the story with that? I bought it mainly just to display because I really love the soft colors and the reds and blues and yellows. Called the King's Trumpet. I don't think these are particularly valuable unless you have a whole, series of them. But for free, I thought it would look nice in my record case where I could see these colors. And I also found this at the Sally Army, a vintage Westcott ruler. How vintage? I don't know. But it was free. These things were unmarked, and I pointed out to her that they didn't have tags on them, and she found them to be insignificant. So she didn't charge me for them. And the other one was this, which I thought was really cool. This is also something I would have really loved when I was little. I loved paper office, anything like that. This is a partial roll of tickets. And I know these, people really get into these. And there are several antique dealers at the vendor malls near where I am that pick up things like this. I don't normally see them, and this was just a half, probably less than half a roll. It was marked 10 cents, probably from someone's garage sale, but I don't think they charged 10 cents for anything there. So she didn't charge me anything for that. Yeah. Do you have a cuppa today? Here's my cuppa. Look at this. I've had this for about 20 years. I remember buying it at a local Goodwill near where my mom lives. It's a turquoise color. When I had my kitchen cabinets painted, which you see in my kitchen, I gave this cup to the painter. It's kind of a square. Yeah, one time I did research and found, I want to say it's a Homer Laughlin. It's not Fiesta, but I think it's Homer Laughlin, and I think it's from the 1950s. Anyway, I gave this to the painter and said, this is the color I want the upper cabinets. So he matched it. So I'm just having tea to probably stay warm. So at the NCI, I saw this, and we all know what this is, right? This is a punch bowl bottom. The bowl would sit on top here, and it's kind of a cool, I didn't wash it, kind of a cool chevron pattern, almost looks like a little tulip. It's very nicely made. I don't recall this pattern at all. I could look it up. I didn't look it up, but I suppose I could. But I thought I would use this to kind of help myself create a tiered tray. I don't have a good tiered tray for decorating. So I thought this might, you know, I could lift something up with this and put a plate or a tray on top of it. No, this was from the Goodwill. It was 99 cents. It was completely tarnished. And I thought, oh, I thought it was just silver plate. And I thought, oh, this could be for one of my candles that I've been working on. And it's kind of a good size for that. And it's, you know, nothing special. So I polished it all up and I thought, oh, wow, it's really, this tarnish is just coming right off. And I thought, what kind of metal is this? This is not silver plate. I couldn't quite figure it out. And there is a little marking on the bottom, which you won't be able to see. And it says 1808. It says World 1808 Steel, Japan. So I don't know, maybe you can see that. So anyhow, what I learned was that means that it's made with a certain percentage of chromium. So this is chrome. And it is really nice. And I think I will make a candle in there. So there's that. And I think that is, oh no, I'm keeping this to this little tin that I showed you before. I got that at the Sally Army. I paid too much for it. It was $1.99 because then when I got it home, I saw it was dented. And the little peg is in there and it was working, but now it's not. I got these at Sally Army. It's just some empty boxes. I liked the gold color. They say Harry and David, Medford, Oregon on the bottom. It says 1934, but that must be when they were established. I don't know anything about Harry and David. I don't even know what they sell. Do they sell fruit or do they sell shoes? I don't remember. The box is not old. It has the .com on the bottom. I guess I could look it up and see what they sell. Anyway, I don't know if there was anything in these, but there are 5 nesting boxes. The top one is probably in the worst shape. But I thought they were just gift boxes. Yeah. There you go. So they're just 5 gift boxes of various sizes, smaller sizes. And I thought those would be good to have. It was $1.99 for all of them. So I'm just keeping those. And then at NCI, someone had donated their collection of old road maps and brochures. And I thought, no, don't pick them all up because then you'll be starting another collection. I don't collect things like this, but I thought some of them were cool. I thought they would be cool for package toppers, and I thought they would be fun to display. I don't know if my husband, who's a teacher, might want to display some of those. So I'm just gonna, so some are road maps, some are brochures, and they're all from 50s, 60s, and 70s. There's a few 80s and 90s in there, but most of them are older. This one I thought was very cool. This is an Central Oregon vacation land. And it says, land of colorful contrasts, unhurried, unspoiled, unusual. Elk Lake, Mount Jefferson. So what's cool, you can see some of the, you have to look up close, but you can see some of the, you know, the fun outfits on there. 1964 Utah map. And they just had some really nice, you know, colorful graphics. And maps are always cool to frame or display. I'll show you a few more of those. I don't know if you want, do you want me to show these in more detail? This one was a little beat up, but I thought it was cool. Souvenir of Twin Cities, Ontario, Canada, Port Arthur and Fort William. And they're just some, you know, it's kind of like a postcard book, but they're more like photographs. This one was really nice here. This was a Yellowstone, A World Apart, National Park, Old Faithful Geyser. Yellowstone Bear Country. This one looks kind of 70s to me, but who knows? Oh wow, look at her. Look at her. Maybe 60s. Look at her. Wow. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I'm running out of time, so we're gonna have to come back and do this part 2. Thank you for hanging out with me in the parlor again today. Ta!